Oi, oi. Martin Liedtke speaking. Welcome back to the Martin Liedtke channel. Back by popular demand. Got a fantastic post lined up for you guys. This will be a precursor show to more that will be presented in some sort of Flatter-day manner, depending on how nice everyone plays after I present this. Now, this is good evidence for mud flood. And this is good evidence for free energy. This is good evidence for everything that we actually talk about on Flat Earth British. Now, I've been on a recent trip to the Czech Republic in Bohemia. Now, I did do a little competition on my community page, giving pictures and asking where you think I am in Central Europe. And not too many of you got the answer. Squirrel Sniper got the answer, Czech Republic. So we're going to have a look at what I've been up to in the last week. Now, if you do, now I will say at this juncture that I think I'll get away with saying that I'm a mud flooditarian expert. Would you disagree or agree with that? Okay, we'll put a couple of mud flooditarian experts in a setting like the most unspoiled place you can imagine in Europe, and you're going to come up with results, which we have. Okay, gold. So I'm going to be presenting some of that tonight, and I'm going to be presenting some of the fun that I have been having along the way. I've been doing some very unusual things and been to some very unusual places, which I'm going to share with you. Okay, guys, be nice and fun as well. Okay, so I've got 48,000 of you or more on this channel biting at the chomp, waiting to see what juicy evidence that I'm going to bring forward. So make sure to subscribe to Martin Liedtke channel or Flat Earth British channels, which are the Celtic Tatarian channel and the Flat Earth British Think Tank channel. I was given this by my friend Petra, who was in the Czech Republic, the zombie apocalypse. Now, you've seen me present this or pictures of it when I present my Ladybird book collection in virtual form, which you'll all dig so much. This is fantastic. This was published in 2016, book number 33. And let's see what they got to say. Page 10 of what could cause this zombie Armageddon. Could it be a military experiment or a viral pandemic? It might be cosmic rays or reading some Latin-style words aloud from some forbidden codex. Yeah, don't do that. Don't read any forbidden codexes. Or it could even be a fungal infection, like athlete's foot, but one that explodes mushrooms out of your face and forces you to eat everybody. So is the nature of being a zombie. Okay, there are many ways to turn people into zombies. Pandemic is one of them. It says in here, and it's page 10, 2016. We'll read more of that later on Flat Earth British on my next post. So we're going to be looking at where I've been staying in Bohemia, in my friends, is excuse me, the noise outside. Budovitz, okay. This is actually Budweiser, the home of the real Budweiser. They're really big on their cool beers, the Czechs, and everything's cool there, as you will see. Yeah, apparently the people of Americaland took the Budweiser and said that it was theirs, but apparently it's not the case at all. Apparently, this is the juice, and they use spring water, and it's very, very nice and very, very cheap. Went to Kremlov as well. I'm going to show you that was mind-blowing. One of the best or the best preserved medieval town in Europe. I went to some Maypole village fete do, which they do all over the Czech Republic to welcome in the spring. I witnessed a tractor full of witches. Don't even worry, you'll see later. I did some really unusual stuff. I went to a piano recital. I haven't got any footage of that, but it was really moving. I'd be in tears, and it was life-changing, actually. It was kids with Down syndrome with fantastic musical talents, like literally maestros. It was just mind-blowing to think of what they overcome and what they achieved. It was just like, And the people there are just super smart. The kids there are just super smart guys in Czech Republic. This Britain place I find myself in is a fucking disgrace. It really is. In every manner, the litter, the vandalism, the missing culture. Unless anyone can think, what's the culture of Britain? What's the #1 foods in Britain? Oh yeah, it's curry, isn't it? See, it's a very confusing scenario. We haven't even got a culture yet. Yeah, everything's at odds. So I visited Tabor, which seemed to have evidence of a smashed civilization. Not seemed to, did have left over the streets, which showed evidence of what looked like some sort of pressing material or even 3D printing in layers. And some sort of epoxy resin or glue or weld that welds smashed granite together. That is fantastic. When do you see that? I've briefly visited Prague and really grateful for the short hour or so that I spent there because I got to look at the railway station, which was fortunately having work done on it. Thank you, builders. You showed us something very important. Mud flood, which I'll show you in this post. But one of the biggest whammies of the entire trip was the secrets that they hide in the Czech Republic concerning underground places and these giant Nephilim cities that are all over the tops of the mountains with woods around them. They hide them with pine forests. I went to visit one of them. It was undeniably artificial, but too big for human beings. This had to be built by Nephilim or giants. It was smashed, this city, beyond belief. Basically, we went there and got to the summit, which was a building. Melted building. It was crazy. It had a staircase steel. Got to the very summit, and there was a giant crack of thunder and lightning, and the mountain said, "Get the fuck off!" So we got the fuck off, like because lightning can kill. Because my friends knew somebody who got struck by lightning who definitely died and caused all number of problems with his 30 odd kids or what have you. Had no money, so yeah, don't get struck by lightning. Later on, I'm going to share some stuff that's happening in the flat Earth British realm and coins concerning the added 1,000 years. Something that I have noticed, which will be addressed in this, is the absence of J's and I's for designation in coin dates of the 1800s or the 1800s period. I've seen one or two examples of a J or an I in the early 1800s, maybe 18 or I 814. Around the beginning of the 1800s, but not after. And I have mostly only seen 17 and 16 with an I or J designation. I can't remember seeing too many 15s. Can you? So, what I think about that in the way of coins, these are for Sean, who wanted me to show some coins. We'll do that. And on with the show. I've got a lot of thoughts. Any random philosophical brain splurts I will be hitting you up with later. This will be a short post. As I said, it's a precursor. I want to come back and do a nice, cool show with you. I'll show you all the juiciness that I'm going to be giving you a taster of now. Not all of it. But I want to see like if everyone plays nice. Okay. Now, on with the show. Now I'm going to share some little tiny bit of Mozart to get the flavour of Bohemia, which is this sort of Straussy sort of part of the world. But you get my drift. It'd be really nice. So you ready? Okay, buckle in. Make sure to subscribe to all Flat Earth British channels, as I said. And I'm going to, excuse me. I did have a little bit of a audio issue. All is healed. So let me share my experience of where I'm going to be definitely going back to, the Czech Republic. Oh, what a society. They kept all that quiet. But they looked at me a bit funny because the only people, like there's not really that many black people or any in Czech Republic. So I stick out like a sore thumb. The only thing that looks near to me is the Romany gypsies that are not all that popular there. Heinrich got rid of them all in the war, apparently. But there are many back. And they just had an influx of immigrants from Ukraine, which are mostly Romanian sort of gypsies, 600,000 to stabilize the economy of only 10 million. So have all sorts of problems, which we'll be looking at all in this post. Okay, so buckle in. This is going to be good. You ready? Excited? Okay, so what we got here, excuse me, is, just let it load a second. An old Lee van der Haar Atlas of 1733, which shows Bohemia. where I've been. And it is all in 1733, self-governing duchies. I guess the biggest city to Prague would be, I'm guessing, Dresden in Germany and Nuremberg in Germany. It's bordered by, well, the Hungarian, excuse me, Austro-Hungarian Empire. Got tongue twisted there. Poland and Germany to the north, Austria there to the south, which is the Austro-Hungarian Empire. Forgive me. So, what have they got here? Wheat. So, yeah, they make beer. They have ganja. Sort of, you grow 5 plants, so sort of decriminalized there. What you see here is Prague 1733. Again, with all Levantahar atlases, it's from a bird's eye perspective. Outside of the city, as you can see, people are not doing too good. And see all the mud on this plant. There's been, a mud flood event. You can see all of the mud and the smashed antiquity. And what we witnessed in the cities and the towns we've been to is that this place, no matter how far it was away from the sea in Central Europe, it still got flattened. It still got smashed. I think some places, because it was further away from the sea than anywhere else in Europe, knew there was an incoming flood and they hid to the hills. They got to these safe hills. Okay, so Prague, beautiful, beautiful city. I only spent a little bit of time there. But first, I'm going to share with you this place. So this was on the border, Austrian border. And Cow Hill, but there are plenty of places Cow Hill, 756 meters high, so it's reasonably high, hard oak climb. So down here, you can see it was not raining. As soon as we got up into the hills, it was torrential in the pine forest, and it was a weird atmosphere. And all of these megaliths, the biggest I've ever seen, laying everywhere. Now, I visited many megalithic sites. Stonehenge is shit compared to this, guys. And they know about this. We've done a little bit of research. They are covering it up, this older Nephilim cities. So they knew I was coming. They put a magnet there. What are they trying to say? Whatever. But they knew I was coming. Now, see what I mean? Is this a J, an I, or what? And it's 892. So that got me to think about these designations for this added 1,000 years that we put forward, which seems to be the case. Dark Ages are called the Dark Ages because they're not there. And let's be honest, sweet fuck all actually comes out of the first 1,000 years in history. A bit of Charlemagne, a bit of the Venerable Bede. So what you find in the Czech Republic is the farmers' fields, they've all got like round woods in the middle. And you'd think the farmer would lose a lot of like farmlands. But what is in them, all of them, is old world monuments. You can see the 2 stages of stone here. You've got something that's got gypsum in it, which you could attribute what they would to Roman world. And then this later stone, which doesn't even look like it's got much of a bed in it. It's just looks like a bit of dry stone walling on top. So 2 stages of the old world, even that place was smashed and it's still left to antiquity. So there it is, rather picturesque. Austria is here, right on the border. Beautiful, beautiful little town. And the Jesuits. So I don't know what this designation's for. 8.02 could be some sort of postal number. Who even knows? So on the way up to the hill, we've got to see a lot of farmland buildings, but you can see, this window and this arch and this old stone we'll witness a bit later. And then this stone, the drywalling stuff we just seen come in later. And then this stuff and the red brick, always the red brick. And then this, later. So there's like literally 3 different repairs where this place has been flattened that much. Now, the Czechs recycle everything. They don't chuck stuff away. They're not stupid. They're not like British people. Just chuck everything a fucking way, use it once. And they do the same with their buildings. And they have really big snails. I know. So we went up into this forest and these megaliths are lying around everywhere. I'd love to have took more photographs, but I got enough juice anyway because it was torrential rain. This looks like a boat. And you'll see the evidence of dressed stone literally everywhere, right angles just sticking up out of the ground, smashed massive monuments. And they're everywhere covered in this algae, you can see. everywhere strewn. And they're all dressed. They're all coins and blocks, guys. And they're not using any compo to weld it together. Look at this. Can you honestly say that this is a geological formation? This is a dressed oblong stone, and this has been put on top of it. And there's a giant crack in it. This is near the summit where we got on, and basically I think the thunder of Thor happened, and it was like, get off. And we feel there was stuff underneath the hill as well. You can go in here for a little smoke itch, and it's like a little you know, like one of those megalithic burial chamber type affairs. Like I posted on Tinkin's Wood on my channel. I don't know whether you've seen that. It's further back on my channel. The biggest megalithic stone, or oldest, they say, older than Stonehenge, but it's nothing compared to this. How did they get them 750 meters up in top of a mountain, and literally like look, machine work, guys, machine work. Coins. There's no bedding. There's no dressing. It's just they fit that tight, just like in Pumapunku, guys, in Peru. This stuff is fantastic. Look at that drill. Yeah. And you should see the joints on this as well. Look at that for a right angle. Yeah. Bits of building. Coins. I used to work in stonemasonry. I know it's dressed stone, guys. This is dressed stone. You think nature does that? Right angles? I could put a set square on that. That's a beautiful little right angle there. Look at this. So it was all dressed stone everywhere in there, guys. A massive, massive monument, but really unusual how the weather changed so rapid, and the eerie feeling of it all, like again the veg or something feeling. Look at this. They're everywhere, just beautifully carved stone. What are the size of it? Can't imagine. And not built by humans, because humans wouldn't be able to lift them stones up there, guys. They just wouldn't. This is Nephilim work. This is work of giants. Yeah. And Central Europe, I think that the Holy Tale, you know, the whole Noah narrative, sort of, you would go to the center of Europe if you were in Europe and you knew a flood was coming. This is some sort of arch, because you're going further away from the sea as possible, aren't you? And they were absolutely everywhere, strewn on the whole side. But at the top, wow, it was just like, this is a fucking big building. Excuse my language. Which it was. And you could climb on top of the roof, and that's when the thunder hit. So before you get up there, you get these markers, and they're like the Tudor rose 4 petals. And that would say, or designate that this is a holy site. It has some religious significance. They also put a GPS marker on it, I noticed as well, by here. So it's important to them. But you can't find anything about any of these sites. What I would really love to do is take, you know, some of these academics, like that Forrester, or some of these people who are into this field up there, and ask them to explain what the fucking hell this is, because it is a mind blow, guys, to have all of this dressed stone in the side of a mountain and no explanation. Yeah. Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that all of this is I can't say man-made. Hi, it's good to see you. I'm on basically coming down a mountain near Rosenberg, near the Austrian border, sort of Alpine region. Just seen the biggest megalithic structure I've ever seen in my life, hidden in the woods. Just like the biggest Nephilim city you've ever seen in your life. Blocks dressed, 100-ton at least, and it's just strewn everywhere. It's dressed stone. It's the most mind-blowing place I've ever seen in my entire life. I can't imagine who dressed this stuff, who built this stuff. Giants, had to be. Anyway, I'll show you more later. So my intent is to go back there, guys, and check this out. If you get some sort, like I said, some academic sources to take a look at that and see what they make of it, because these things are all over the Czech Republic, and I can't even imagine what the narrative would say about them. It's just what? You know? Just the most mind-blowing stuff, guys. So yeah, I'm just going to share with you a few things, places we've been. I'm going to share the rest on a future vlog. Some of the evidence we got in in Budovica is absolutely fantastic. They were digging up the streets to lay the steam pipes down for steam heating, and they do it all in one go once every 100 years or so. So they're not like in Britain, dig the streets up every fortnight. They're not fucking stupid there. They do it once every 100 years, and it's just left. But it got to show us the underworld, and I mean mind blow. But nothing more mind blowing than Prague Station. I was really fortunate to be able to go here for the little bit of time I did spend here. I was very excited because I would love to go on and see the astronomical clock, but this place, you know, is not. It's 2 hours away. It's easy to get to.
On the way to
And there's me all excited
Prague.
on the train to Prague. So Prague Station. Yeah, if that was in Britain, you'd have the transport police hitting her with truncheons for making a nuisance of herself.
Welcome to Prague.
Massive totalitarian building that was. That's the biggest railway station I've ever been in.
That Prague station's like an airport. It was fucking ridiculous. It really, really was. But we got some juicy evidence. Now, outside, it turns out that Woodrow Wilson, in the First World War, King of America, okay, he was on the throne, they got a bit of a stiffy for the Czech Republic. They keep bunging them money. Oh, yeah. Oh, they got a bit of damage in World War II, as you'd expect, in Prague. And they've had a couple of revolutions. You do remember the Purple Revolution. These people are feisty, and they don't take no fucking shit. Yeah, you've got to give the spirit of these people. They're just... You know, cool people are not like big-headed about how hard they are and all. That's how these people are. Yeah, they're just cool about everything. That was on the side of the monument, a little tag. It was 33. I took a photograph because I didn't know what it meant. Now, our fucked up British society does not teach kids this. Now, in Czech schools, apart from giving them like brilliant talents in music or any instrument, and they're all fantastically talented, any child is more intelligent than anybody who lives in my area. It is embarrassing. They teach them to forage. So that child is like literally getting leaves out of the grass outside of central Prague station and eating them because they're safe, because she knows what to eat, like foraging. They all do. I got loads of footage of foragers. Anyway.
It's a fascinating story.
Václav Havel. Playwright, dissident, patriot, president.
Yeah.
Oh, you've got a fucking... Hats off to the spirit of these people. So defiant against it.
American Fund for Czech and Slovak Leadership Studies, New York.
New York?
Trisha and Jack Stack, New York.
New York. They put all this money in just to replace that after the
Beth
war.
and George, the bigger the contribution, Arlene Heights, Illinois.
They probably just like people who put in big war bonds and stuff to rebuild after the war, yeah?
So America put in a lot of money to Czech Republic. So it's absolutely fantastic in the station. I did get really excited about the giant rotunda and the giant doors, the giant windows that are in the station. But outside, they were doing renovations. Thank you. Check this out, guys.
Right. Hi guys, just outside in Prague, and check this out for a totalitarian building. Check this out a minute. And giant statues. Merman. Here we are. Fuck me. Mind blow. Mind blow. Mind blow. W's in there, that.
I see it everywhere, yeah. What does that mean?
It's an upside down M. It's the same as an M upside down. Oh, you're fucking joking me. Years I've been looking at this. Really? Really?
hammer in its mud flood down.
Oh yeah, sure. I can see.
Maybe go and get that.
Recognize anyone? Motherfucker! Check that out, guys. Really.
Look at the horses out of the hay.
Yes. The horse is out of his head. How big is he then? Look at that though.
Funny they wanted the station back to its former glory, and they put all the Phoenicians back in their former glory. And a lot of mermaids and mermen, considering it's nowhere near the sea. But
It's not like Rome. They have proper sized dick shirt. Look at that. Fucking hell. Look at the Medusa at the top. Holy fuckskins. Yeah, I knew Prague was going to be a mind fucking blow. Look down there, look. Oh, for fuck's sake. Look at that! You fucked anyone who's trying to fucking debunk that flood, you just fucked it.
Look,
Ha!
look.
Ha! Ha!
Fill your boots, brother.
Fill your fucking boots, fill your soul. There's the old world, guys. When we were in heaven. Oh my god. Well, that's it. That's it.
There it is over there anyway.
How far is that? 20 foot down? 30 foot down?
30 foot.
Now,
25.
look at the old brick there at work there,
No,
though.
yeah, underneath.
You're
Then they
strong.
leveled it off and
Then
then
left
up.
off bricks
and
up. So this place was fucking flattened as well as but it's and everywhere else. Look how far down that goes, guys. From the street level. There's the street level, everyone walking around cars, and then down there. Huh? Okay.
And you can get in to see it, maybe clean.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, look at that down there. Okay.
What's the original door?
Thank you, builders.
Oh, look.
Fuck me. Fuck me. Look at that.
That's original.
Yeah,
Get around,
I
get
know,
around.
I know.
Get around. It was all underground.
All
recently.
underground.
Oh,
Fuck me.
Come on,
Fucking
baby.
hell, Patrick. Look, the copper dams. Look,
so all of that and the door, all in the ground.
this was all below ground level, guys, okay?
no. And look on the below, even in the corner.
Can you see that down there, guys? The doorway. So why do you fucking think that was? Fuck me. Thank you, builders.
It's a mind blow, isn't it?
Mind blow, mate. Mind blow. Look at that fucking door.
What's the date over? CD?
CD
300.
300. I really couldn't say. Fuck knows. But what the fuck? Really? Oof. Mud flow. Mud flow. Mud flow blows the mind, doesn't it, guys? This architecture just splatters your brain. There's no doubt about it. Look at that on there, though, guys. Fuck's sake. Fuck's sake, guys. Right.
After the years of seeing it and actually witnessing it, my Brian was splattered. And rightly so, guys. It takes some explaining. All that way down, them windows and doors. And the architecture, absolutely mind-blowing. Second to none. And I've seen, you know, we've been looking at this stuff in St. Petersburg and Vienna and all these places. So, a real treat to witness that. For the short time I was there. Look at this stuff. So back to its former glory, back to its former Phoenician glory. Interesting. The wings open and a disc, just like the Egyptians. And the Medusa. And always the flowing grapes. Massive doors, massive windows. And this is from the, I guess, in the communist era. Bit of work and a bit of toil. Yeah. So it was really magical. It felt like, Hans Christian Andersen type of world, very, I don't know, just Tom Thumb world. Absolutely fantastic. Beautiful place. Unspoiled, no rubbish, good culture. And a respect. There's no crime in this place. They got like 6% unemployment, and that's mostly the Romanians, which I'll show you in a minute, the gypsies. And because if the police said you were in your car and you decided not to stop, you'd had a drink, which is fucking big trouble there, and you didn't stop, they just shoot you dead. And they don't just take no shit. But everyone got max respect for the police, and the police got max respect for them. And as a result, people got carry guns, knives, and stuff. But it's not like the places like British cities with fucking murders all the time. So these are these Romanians. Now, I wasn't, Ukrainians. I wasn't all that concerned about the war. In fact, I can say to you right now, I've never seen anything about it because I've never looked. I mean, I haven't even seen 30 seconds of any of it. I haven't. I just don't give a fuck, right? But the people in the Czech Republic certainly do, because the Russians have had a bit of a thing for the Czech Republic in the past, haven't they? So they've taken 650,000 of these people in because they're kind. But it has really destabilized the economy because there's only 10 million there to begin with. And as you can see, that would be a problem. But they sort them out. They give them food and stuff. These people are going to be in trouble where they stay. So that's not good. They got to live. So these Phoenicians, we've seen many, many times with these shear pieces on, haven't we? With these, we think that there's some sort of technology. I don't feel the Phoenicians could actually come in here unless they fill it with water first. How'd you get a mud flood? Well, just add water underneath. I think the sun would do the rest. Mud flood. Water's below, water's above. Not difficult. When this place got a lot of earth, made that earth wet, even vibrate it violently, and it will turn to slurry. So this is the immigrants. I took a little bit of film of them. I shouldn't say immigrants. The people that they've taken from the Ukraine, which are mostly, as I said, Romanian gypsy types. Excuse me. Phone went off. Let me just show you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The 600,000 have moved into the Czech Republic in the last few months. It's like destabilized the whole thing. And they basically get everything in there that they need to survive, and then they move on. So, yeah. Let's have a look over here. Then, if a bus from the airport pulls up, it literally drops you at them dome things, and then straight to the underground, and then basically off to wherever you're going. Czech Republic rocks.
Hello, girls.
Hi. As you can see.
It's pretty in the Czech Republic. Check the doors. What we noticed as well, a lot of these door handles are up here and they've been replaced and put further down. And one of them we tried out and it was like, well, you wouldn't be able to open that door if the handle was up there unless you were like a giant. Absolutely fantastic architecture. Such a treat. These doors are massive as well. And although it doesn't look like the lock's been shifted on this door, many of them have, as I'll show you examples of later on. See the way he's looking to the left? They're giving the old shifties. Shifty, innit? And to entwine in serpents, a bit like the caduceus, into this Phoenician locking mechanism, which I think is part of the reset system. I think it's like on a timer, tick-tock. So, CD300, couldn't tell you what that means. And the original Batman. So the place is very Dracula because it's like Transylvania, because it's Bohemia. And there's the original Batman. One. 2, 3, and that is Count Dracula, I think. So Prague station, all the stations got these giant domed glass things to let the lights in, or were they repurposed? Were they something else before? Balloon depots, hangars, or somewhere for incubating large amounts of people for repopulating a realm? We visited the opera house. Now I did go in there, and I didn't have like tuxedos, and so they was like didn't frown too much upon us, but we weren't like didn't have tickets. They let us take photographs. It was very, very swanky, as you'd expect for a Prague opera house. So we had a little nose, as you do, around a building, which was Phoenician sculptures heaven. I have to be honest. Beautiful. So yeah, inside is just fantastic. I did a little bit of film.
So we're at the opera in Prague. Check this out, guys.
Prague Opera House.
Prague Opera House.
Or one of them.
Now watch. Okay, can you see it? The older world down there, guys. Bricks. Facing up.
That river would have been on the surface at some stage.
I know.
Mad. So that was just outside the opera house, where they just dug it all up, and it's going that deep.
Bricks.
River running. Crazy, innit? So we went on and walked on the side of it,
Just mental.
and just shows you on mud flood windows and stuff, as you would expect. This is inside. Check it out. Half-formed woman again. Bit with the wings going on, maybe a dragon underneath, and some sort of golden fasces type thing. But yeah, this is inside the opera house. Cherebanuskis, a beautiful gold leaf. This is inside one of their opera houses, and unbelievable sculptures going on in there. It was well worth a nose. Little fleur-de-lis, and a Czech ticket lady. They didn't take too much notice of us. There was one lovely person, and she was like, nah, no problem, take photographs. Oh, there's a comet. It's to do with a comet, which is a bell. Oh, that's interesting. It's a jester's hat as a bell, as a comet. Oh, that's a clue in itself, guys. If you're watching my channel, you'll know why. Okay. And that's up on the roof. You see this character on the Brandenburg Gate and all sorts of arches in antiquity arriving. So a lovely sunset before I scooted out. To the airport to get my train back to the UK, my plane back to the UK. Now, I'm going to show you a couple of examples of some of the stuff that we have spotted, okay, and I'm going to show you the rest on a future blog. But this place of Tabor was fantastic. What you find is you get all of the evidence for the lower world because they were digging the streets up. And it is full of antiquity. It is a star fort city, as all of these are. I'll show you some evidence for fantastic antiquity along the way. Look at this. Looks like it's a supercapacitor type thing going on there. And some of the wires you can't attribute to being a conductor like some of these attempted debunkers do. They are multiple wires coming off a lot of these domes. And at night, they got these gold balls on top, and they literally glow. You see the red brick? So everything is old stone, and then the red brick comes up. There's somebody looking at us there. Anyway, star fortage. And that is in Tabor, as you can see. Lower windows. There's an arch, which they put a vent in. And it's just like it everywhere in the Czech Republic. Fantastic antiquity. These balls are everywhere. And yeah, they sort of glow. They sort of glow. At night, you get like there's like I don't know, like it illuminates the ether around them, like the old street lights used to do. So yeah, let me just spizz through. I'll show you what I mean. These are all left in a street, so bits of antiquity, okay? And what you find is on the main cathedral, see these? So you could argue, okay, they cut the granite, and that's a natural striation from a stream, a seam, or a vein of gypsum or something, but it's not, guys. This is a weld, some sort of epoxy resin, some way of fixing granite together, machining. All bits of the old smashed world they left you there to see. Right angle. You see loads of right angles with these granite repairs. I know, mind blow. Some sort of fixing, some sort of crazy bedding, but tight, and it's there, it's fixed. It's not going nowhere, yeah? Right angle. Not natural striation, it's a right angle. This is a fix. And some of the sills and some of the pieces. Now, these wells you see, or these fountains, all over antiquity, don't you? This, I'll show you a clue in a minute. See this as well, the old steel, the old iron. They don't make it like that anymore. This is the old world, and that's been in water. So these things we're talking about, they are all over this church as well. I'm sure nature doesn't stick a right angle on things, does it? That would be really freaky, wouldn't it? But there you go. So there's a fix there. When it got smashed, two right angles. So this bit and this bit stuck together. And these things, the fountains. And it looks like paper mache inside. It's not exactly concrete. It's like layered. And literally, you can pick that off, like almost just like it's 3D printed. And the weird thing is, they got all examples of 3D printing all over the town. Their park benches are 3D printed. It's all in like layers. I get like geology has layers like flint or slate, but this is something completely different. It's like just a paper mache inside, or like if it's been poured. Like if it's been poured, this is more what I'm thinking. But the other stuff, some of them welds, I don't even know what to say. This looks like it's been smacked and broken deliberately, maybe with stakes, steel stakes. These things here. And you can see them over the church, the cathedral in the town, these fixes from when this thing got smashed to shit. And I'll show you the cathedral now, which was absolutely beautiful. There's a kingage going on. See the kingage? There he is there. And he's like Odin. He's got the patch on his eye. And what's he got in his hand? Because if it's a mace, it looks really, really technical. And he has got like chainmail on, which would protect you from electromagnetics. I'm just saying. So yeah, it's Bob's beautiful. Well worth a visit. And look at the Phoenician statues. Pouring what? Mud? Water? And what's it pouring here on? Antiquity. So you're getting these godages or these giants pouring these buckets of water or what have you. Fire on everything's on fire in this case. So there's always this weird, like apocalyptic angel theme. This one as well. It's got a bit of a weapon. Oh, that's the one with pouring water or whatever causes fire. And I think there was something underneath this. This is an ancient sort of plinth, and they put a. I'm guessing this is a Mary Jesus affair. Yeah, sure is. Okay. And Cherebanuski, and he's got what? how come the Vatican guy has a laser beam or a bolt of lightning or Fache's technologies then, is it? So in this cathedral, you can see the repairs. So they must have just like sort of glued it together again. But the seams are like really, really amazing anyway. So that is in the cathedral. Inside the cathedral itself was monumental for religious reliquary and organage. Not bad, eh? The statues and all that were beautiful. Look at their altar. So you can just have a little walk around in there. Looks like technology, doesn't it? The altar, which will alter you. Look at that. Wow. That really is something. It's good to look back because it brings it all back. You know, the whole memory of it all for me, which is really nice memory. A really fantastic time. Till I got back to Britain and I customs and exercise waiting at the fucking airport, like robbers, to like literally steal a little bit of tobacco that I had. Which is really shit. Seized it. And then they got to take all the ganja problems then. It's got like a bottle of CBD stuff, like for my son, with like a big bud of White Widow in there. So, they take it off to be fucking tested. Oh, and I had a ganja pipe in my bag. Like, big fucking deal, yeah? And the performance, what a fucking palaver off to be tested. I tapped my foot. I thought, they're just making excuses to stick a rubber glove on and tamper with my behind or something. Anyway, that never happened. They come back and they said, yeah, you can have that. We can't get any results. The alcohol has killed it. It's like, all right, so I can take that. Great. Cannabis drink. Weird. And don't worry about the pipe either. Oh, all right. So you don't give a fuck about the ganja stuff. Yeah. You just want the tobacco. Where's that going to? Oh, the Queen's bond for Prince Andrew, then, is it? For his expenditure? Is it for the... this place. Britain, shame on you. You're getting like Turkey. Or one of those countries rips you off constantly. It's like rip off Britain. You never get that over there. It's like everything's like fair. It's like a quid for a drink. And the beer's Lushamundo. Don't give you a headache on nothing. Look at all this. And I don't drink. I had 3 pints the first day. It felt really terrible the next day. Camera Obscura. We talked about that many times, haven't we? This is an interesting little picture. Follows the flatearthbritish. This was really interesting to me. You've got a German town. So they're standing by, mace and all of that, watching like these people who are what? So this seems to be a plinth. Is this a well? So are they offering money into the well, the Phoenicians, for the Phoenicians, so they don't come? So chucking all their money down the well, or all their riches? Stashing it down the well, or they're making an offering? Interesting, isn't it? So there's a date over there. You can make anything of that. So I'm guessing that building was silly old. So anyway, there's that kingage again. What's that weapon he's got? He's got a patch just like Odin. I think there's something going on with that. And as you can see, like the old world's evidence is everywhere. Stone, and then it's different stone going up. Just reset after reset. And the antiquity. 1 wire, 2 wires, 3 wires. I don't think that's actually a lightning conductor. This one is, for sure, because you can see it coming down. As I've mentioned, I have fitted these things. That one's a lightning conductor. Decided to make a jump. But these are not, really. Okay? They're for something else. Like gathering free energy, which I think is still active, by the way. So this is the River Jordan. Okay, this thing's got like holy significance, this place where I went to. And then I got it in my heart, in my mind, that I've had a call in to preserve the books. In case of, well, just to make sure. Because that's what I got in my head. I don't know. Just guess in my head, and that's it. So yeah, this Hydric, he got assassinated in this town, right? Got blown up. he came here to like basically clean it, you know, get rid of all of the Romanians, gypsies, and he got assassinated. You know, the rest is history. Yeah, just around a corner from there, they fucking blew up Heydrich. They don't take no fucking shit, these fucking Czechs, you know, guys. Yeah, fucking brilliant. So, I won't be keeping you much longer. I got a couple more things to share because this is going to be a quick vlog. Kremlov was mind-blowing. Let me just give you a taste of, oh, the whole city is steam heated. Let me just give you an idea of how beautiful Kremlov is. And the beautiful castle. Unspoiled through time. And this castle was mad. It's got all catacombs underneath and stuff. But we didn't get to go down there because the place is just massive and unspoiled. Okay. But we'll look at that on a later post because we are moving on. So I hope you've enjoyed everything you've seen so far. But we have a lot more plumage to come very, very soon on Flat Earth British. Okay. Okay. Also, we have some where I stayed. Brilliant mud flood evidence. I'll show you some of this fantastic architecture. As you can see, old stone, red brick straight on top. Everywhere in this place. That was just across the road from where I was staying. There was also a music school. So you had the gentle music being played instead of like helicopters and drug dealers as the norm. So it was really blissful place to be. There's a Masonic compass. So I'm not sure about the headwear. I have seen this sort of stuff actually before. It's mental, isn't it, guys? Absolutely beautiful. So this place was a joy. I just want to show you some of the mud flood evidence. There was a building site and there was an unbelievable clue for mud flood. Check this out. Hi, in the Czech Republic, just checking out this old building here and then having some work done on the lower levels. And we've just looked into the doors. You can see the footings there. And check a look. Old arches. Down.
Walk in.
So that was the top of an arch going down, right?
It's a school.
Wow, Patrick. Look at that.
Walk around, walk again. And just look back.
Wow.
It's a climbing wall.
That is insane. Look at the top of the arch there. Can you see it? No.
There's a tunnel underneath down in the corner.
Yeah, look at the brickwork over there, Patrick. Fucking smashing it here on the mud flood. Wow, brother.
Let's go, man.
Fucking fantastic. So, mind-blowing and absolutely smashing it on the mud flood, wouldn't you say? Just fantastic stuff. I got loads more to come, guys, on this channel. So what I did witness is something really, really cool. I'll tell you about it now. Is the fates that they have in the Czech Republic to put up the Maypole. Now, let me just get that to run. Excuse me. They got to put this up. This is all the firemen. Now, if a neighboring village should sneak in to the village and steal this Maypole, it would be a great humiliation to the people in the village. So they must not steal the Maypole. So they have guards all night, and the neighboring villages will do exactly the same. So witches turning up. Right, you're never going to see this again, guys. It's a tractor full of witches. Hey! Bye! Bye, witches!
You're never going to see that again. Come on, I don't think I've even said that before. No, never going to say that again.
Bye!
How cool is that? Just the most beautiful day ever here. I love this place.
So is that not fantastic?
So this is what people in the Czech Republic do on a beautiful summer's night. I'm sorry. Oh, you are, yeah, lovely. Annabelle, wave. Ooh, hello. Yay. So, look, the witches. Look what they made in Prague. Big bonfire over there.
So yeah, we had a massive bonfire then, and everyone gets drunk on cheap beer. It's absolutely fantastic. All the firemen run it, and you've got to protect it from the neighbouring village. It's gone on for hundreds of years, and they got to do this shit. And the Maypole is a big bit of it. And they've done it in every village in Czech Republic, and I got to witness it. Don't tell me that's not fantastic, guys. Because it is. It was fantastic. These are the sort of findings you have. They sell like really cool shit when trying to get a Kevlar vest, but really dear and said they've all gone off to the Ukraine, unfortunately. So the Russians left loads of shit behind, look, guys. But, you know, I get enough problems with passport control and fucking customs as it is. Anyway, doesn't that look lifelike? That was a little village cemetery. So anyway, loads more to share with you. I hope you enjoyed that. You're not going to see that every day. I'm assure you of that. You will not see that every day. So, on we go. And I'll show you some more later. So, let me show you, excuse me, what we've been up to in Martinique's life. Which enough people seem to be really, really interested in. Okay, so the barrage. Now, in Cardiff, we had a barrage. This is extras, okay, concerning history.
Oh, wait, I'm here.
So basically, my son's got a boat and in a marina, and this is the sort of thing nearby, and it's a massive like sluice gates and locks, which we got to go through to get into Bristol Channel.
British in Cardiff Bay barrage. Check this out for industrial magnificence. Let me just show you. Here's my son. Wave, Lawrence.
Hey,
Hey, and look at that.
Matt, there's a wagtail right by there next to us.
Oh, little wagtail. And there's a Bristol Channel, and England's over there. Western Superman, etc. There's a cargo ship there.
It's a net
Going
over
into
here,
Cardiff
so you
docks.
don't jump off.
Yeah, the cargo ship going to Cardiff docks there, look. Oh, that takes me back. Oh, I used it with the wagtail. So the ship's, the sea's there.
So this is
Boy, fight British. Check this out for industrial magnificence.
I just said that.
This is the Cardiff Bay barrage with my son, Most Drug Metals, up and We're gonna have to go through this at some time.
check that.
And
It fills up with like 30 foot of water, quick.
check that for the size and scale.
But I do love locks. I've been in some of the greatest locks on earth. The Kiel Canal locks is just insane. This is just like I guess in pleasure cruisers and ships out, not merchant ships. So they wouldn't get through. And there's the harbour master sort of office that watches all of this crazy shit go down. Cost about $1 billion or something. Can't remember. Something stupid. But it means the Cardiff can't get like flooded by tsunami. Apparently, keeps the sea out that much. Apparently, protects us. Size of them gates. Ridiculous. Fucking ridiculous. So it was all built in the 90s. There's a 33 on the gates there. I know. So I said. And there's where I come from, the Smoky Dragon, Cardiff, which is like, it's Britain, isn't it? So, the fuck. So, this is my son. He's invented.
Boy, pissed on a boat. Have a look.
Last week, when I got back, when I got pissed on a boat, I say that, but I'm not, obviously. And my son invented something, so boat security, basically. It's brilliant. Have a look. He's invented a fasces. He's very, very smart, my son, by the way. Watch.
Look at this. Lawrence is going to test his fasces pissed for a laugh. As you do.
There's a solar charged battery. This is actually made from the leg of an old shelf.
Ah, Let's see what it does, what you invented.
No, you're not pointing at it properly. More this way, towards me. That's it. Yeah, right.
Okay, ready?
Right.
Don't kill yourself.
Or not. I'll do it on this lock here.
Ow. Yeah. That's gonna hurt. Ow. Ow.
Oh yeah. That's
Okay.
pretty powerful.
500,000 volts on your bollocks.
Behold, Lawrence's homemade Faches taser. Demolition Man style. Okay, let's have it. Holy fuck. Okay, it's powerful. I'll knock you fucking flat. 500,000 volts. 500,000 volts. There we are. Homemade Faches by Lawrence Liedtke. Makes you think, doesn't it? Oh, it smells.
It's like that. I know. It's fun, isn't it? I know. So, let me come back. I got loads more to share with you in the next episode, but I want to show you some coins designations. I've been thinking about the 1800s, and you get a lot of these J's on these coins, but when you get to the, these are really old examples. They got Faches on there. Look. Faches again. Some emperor or whatever. Fucking kings. Anyway, so Liberty, who is Babylon the Great, and Medusa, the Medusa tech. Wings open, active charge. Two serpents converging. Zzz. This is some terrifying technology. The octopus seems to be important in all of this as well. I've noticed. I see him on knight's armor. Really interesting creatures as well, aren't they? So I've been having some philosophical thoughts with my mate, Flat Earth British, who thinks that he's all on his own in the realm of Flat Earth Britishness. He's not. He's not. We're serious not give a fuck as me and Lee, guys. 1834. Do you see what I mean? You got to get the I. But you got to write a Roman emperor on there or whatever. But you do not get a J, and you not get an I. You do get crazy Phoenician head wear on the older coins, though, the Medusas. And the Russian coins, they are Slavic, I'm not sure. What is the date on that? Is a weird wedge 1, 6, 17, maybe. But he has the Baphomets about him. He's pointing up and he's holding an orb. And he's stooping down like he's going to have a poo. And he's got the scepter. Let's have a little scratch. Oh, he's lit up as well because he's basically found the note. So what's going to hit you up with? Not sure if it was too much for all your Bryans. Is oh fuck it, say it, Martin. Birdfish. Yeah, birdfish, guys. Birdfish is the word. Birdfish is the word. Birdfish. Are birds fish and are fish birds? Did birds live in the water, and did fish dwelling sea creatures literally have a guts full of the wet stuff and decide to take to the air? Well, they're both swimming in a medium, and a fish does not swim, it is swum, and a bird does not fly, it is flown. And in the same thinking, it could be the case. Well, think of penguins. What are they? Are they birds or fish? Got you thinking, haven't I? Well, chickens. Well, look at fish. They got like little wings, haven't they? Little fins. We look exactly like wings, haven't they? No, I've got you thinking, haven't I? I know. I've seen flying fish when I was at sea. They do fly. Anyway, just mangled your Brian. So this one is going back to the 1600s, but it has got like a little windy thing. I don't know what that is. Is that a knight? It hasn't got a dot on it, is it? What is it? Like I say, you get some freaky ones, which I can't really tell. This is the name of Godage, one of them. I think if you knew the real name of God, your brain would explode. But I reckon not, because I think I know the name of God. I'm not. You know as well, don't you? Tell me in comments the name of God, please. So this is Hamburg, stonking. That's Hebrew for like holy stuff. Hosanna, Hosanna. And here is Phoenician. So we got a lot of Roman designations. Let's move on a bit. Sean, Is that leggy one again for I742? Can't really say it's an I. Can't say it's a 1. It's there again, but it's not a J. You see what I mean? It's like a weird I. So they have fucked with the maps. Look at that fasces there, melting everything. Oh, do you want some clues? Listen to the words steam by Peter Gabriel. Yeah, check his name. It's all in plain sight. But the word steam sort of sings towards, I guess, simulation theory, or the fact that we can literally manifest our realities, but we got to be careful what we wish for. Otherwise, we're going to have like probably a whole heap of poo come down with our wishes. Best not to wish and chuck out wishes out there. Wishes are, I think it's them. Okay, I think it's them. I think it's best not to wish, not to be on the want, is what I'm trying to say. Peace of what? And what about bitumen? That's a bit of human. I hope the tarmac is not Tatarians. Well, they have got cars that have tyres, like tyres as in the kings of Tyre, Phoenician capital. I don't know. It's all food for thought. Anyway, if you noticed, I don't want to like freak you out or anything, guys, yeah? And I don't want to talk to you about the person in the mirror either, at all in this post, maybe later. But have you noticed years? No, when you go out, have a look at people's years. They're fucking weird. What the hell is going on with yours, guys? So we got off. Look at all of the engraving in this. Don't tell me that's not fantastical. Or the alchemical coding. Here, Kingage. We're going to give you a laurel leaf, the burning heart. I wonder why Google Chrome's called Chrome. Is there anything to do with adrenochrome? Yeah, probably. They're fucking demonic, aren't they? So, fasces or columns. Wow, look at this. So, Nero, don't be playing that tune. We know how shit goes down when you play that tune. And you see this Hermes character, Mercury, coming along with his caduceus. And he's got this disc which he drops. I think it's got like a kinetic energy weapon which causes a humongous blast. Which it would if you dropped it from high enough. Just saying. I was thinking, philosophically thinking, do you know, before I was born, I was dead. Yeah, I know. So I was dead before I was born, guys. So I've been dead. I've been dead. Yeah, you've been dead. We've all been dead. We're dead. I know. Stop mangling their Brian's Martin. Okay. Essentially, what I am is a fat person, and I'm trapped in a skinny person's body. But I feel this fat person is trying to get out. You see, feed me. No, maybe not. I don't know. So what one's that then? What date is that? It's a Jewish coin, isn't it? Isus or Istus is like Jesus stuff. And you got that funny symbol again, 644 on that one. That's an interesting coin, nevertheless. So let's see what else we got in these coin discoveries. Stick a sword in the cloud and make it rain. Sounds a bit like weather modification from a king. The size of that, he can't even hold that fucking sword. Excuse my language. It's too much for him. There's an I. I586. But it's not a 1. Which is what it's supposed to be. Zeus. Or in the year of our Lord, like they do on Star Trek. Yeah. So what's with this flaming heart in alchemical stuff, I wonder? It's a great concentration of gold in the heart. Hearts of gold. The heart beats, so making reality, water, physicality through vibration. And when the heart stops, you die and you cannot perceive it again. So I think the heart is definitely important to all this. Look at Skyscraper City. All worn off. Just like Bologna. Skyscrapered. So very nice coins, really nice examples. They got a big thing about, I don't know if that's a hive. No, it's a fire inside. It's a kiln. So there's a J. So it's J with that weird numpty bit on top. 6. J again. So maybe they just got a weird I. That makes no sense really, because they're just pushing like Rome further away. I'm trying to explain it all through that. Dig it up. It must be Rome. Look at that again, the flaming thing on the pyramid. So, I 645. I don't know. I do not know. We're learning together because it's like a think tank. It's a learning place to learn together about ourselves. That's beautiful. I've learned a lot about myself. I learned not to fucking put myself out there too much. That's like a stamp, and it's got like a skeleton and a dude. That's not a nice stamp to be sticking on people's fucking letters. I'd be like, ooh, that come through the door. Mind you, I've trained my rabbit to eat big, scary-looking letters, so that's a blessing. Fabita, Fabiti. That means fantastic. Fabiti, Fabiti. Anyway, enough of these coins. I'm going to be getting on. Now, there is stuff happening on Flat Earth British. Okay, let me just... Oh, excuse me. I'll show you that in a minute. I've got a... That was beautiful. I've got a convention coming up in... That's 1 hour and 10 minutes in... Czech Republic. Czech Republic. Check it out. I'm going to show you now. It is... Flat Earth final cut, like the Pink Floyd, the worst Pink Floyd album 111 on my live thing, like the worst Pink Floyd album ever made, the final cut. It's called that, but I don't think they thought about the shitty Pink Floyd album. So yeah, it's in the birthplace of Nikola Tesla, the International Flat Earth final cut. And details can be found. Mark Sargent posted, and I will post them on mine, but I haven't been about, as you know, in Gospic. And it's the birthplace of Nikola Tesla, so it's got a museum of his there, so it'll be all free energy sort of thinking. And it's mindblowing, British writer and YouTuber, got to go to Great Reset. And Roxanne Glenage, British activist and YouTuber, The Great Awakening. Dave Murphyage, who's British researcher and YouTuber, and The Greater Earth. Albino Gallopini, who is Italian writer and blogger. Now, apparently, according to this, or according to an email I had, there's a fuckload of media from Italy gone to have a nose at flat earthers and see what it's all about. So that'll be interesting, especially with me about. So yeah, it looks pretty lovely. I'm going to be having a journey down to there, and we're doing a flat earth experiment at 2,700 foot elevation. Experiments at high altitude at sea level on a vision in central Italy across the Adriatic, a distance of 200 kilometers. So it's a big flat earth experiment to prove where's the curve? Where's the curve? Okay. Conference tickets, entrance to Tesla Museum, 2 lunches, dinner, one-night stay, breakfast, blah, 100 and coaches and transfer, €105. Single room, €15. But me, that's not bad, is it, guys? And it's a beautiful place. So here's all the details. You can screen save that. I think I can share this. I'm not sure. It's PDF, but we'll have a look. So it looks a bit mud floody. Looks like a vaulty place. And there is the beautiful place of Croatia. I have been there before. It is beautiful, and it's going to be in the summer. That's the plan. Okay, that's me for today. This is a precursor to Flatter Day that hasn't happened yet. It might happen, depending on if I got to keep goals for the next couple of fucking days or whatever on my channel. So let's have a look at another one. Lennox gathered a group of fellow survivors together. He would defend them with his life. We are like family, says Len proudly. Len never talked to his real family much before the world ended, which made it easier for him to bludgeon and slaver Mother to a pulp yesterday with a tent mallet. Happy days, as you do. Don't shoot your mother. That's not normal, man. Todd has spent his whole life worrying about what we would do in the event of a zombie attack. Haven't we all? Got to get up early in the morning for your kill on. And they are soggy. And they're dead. So it's not killing. Terrorism, nuclear proliferation, environmental collapse, and global inequality seem to be so unimportant now. There's a zombie Armageddon. Todd is glad he did not waste any of his life worrying about any of it. So it's better not to worry about zombie Armageddon, guys, okay? It's all good. It's all good. They got a black sun in here. Over Stonehenge. That's a clue, isn't it? That's what happens when the internet goes down. You'll be back in the Stone Age. Okay, you won't be able to cope. You'll have to write one another letters. That'd be awful, awful for everybody involved. Pen pals. Don't even worry about it. Okay. So yeah, we'll do some more of them in the future. I'm going to be going. That's really exciting book to have anyway for Cluage. Make sure to subscribe to all FlateArthbritish channels. Make sure to comment. More comments will be kept for review, so we're not going all psycho on me or anything like that, because that seems to be a trend lately. And on with the show. Peace and love to you all. Double flat thumbs to infinity thrice. I'll see you soon.